Welcome back to my channel, where we dive deep into the world of books and unravel their secrets. Today, we have a fascinating book called As Moradas Philosophais by Fulcanelli. This book is jam-packed with symbolism, mystery, and alchemy. So grab your popcorn and get ready for a mind-blowing journey of knowledge. In this book, Fulcanelli takes us on a quest to uncover the hidden meanings behind the external appearances of things. He challenges the notion that value lies in shine and superficiality, and encourages us to seek true knowledge, which is more like a passion for discovery rather than mere acquisition. Throughout the book, Fulcanelli introduces us to various symbols and allegories, guiding us through the depths of alchemy and the mysteries of the Moradas Philosophus. He invites us to explore the paradoxical nature of greatness and smallness, reminding us that the true value is often found in humble and overlooked elements. From the symbolic representations of gold as a king without substance, to the intricate parallelism with hidden teachings, such as the allegorical story of Cyrano de Bergerac, Fulcanelli leads us on a journey of profound wisdom. He shows us that even the most humble materials can conceal the greatest treasures. Each section of the book unravels a different aspect of alchemy, from the heraldic history of King Henry II of France to the symbolism of the dolphin and the anchor. We discover the secrets hidden in the dragon that guards the garden of the Hesperides, and the transformative qualities of the swan, the symbol of purity and volatility. In his exploration of the caduceus and the hidden symbolism in the Moradas Philosophais, Fulcanelli reveals the hermetic interpretation of the caduceus as a symbol of the perfect Mercury. He delves into the intricate interplay between opposing principles in the alchemical process, emphasizing the power of love and concord in the mastery of the great work. As we journey further into the depths of alchemy, we encounter the symbolism of the arminho, ermine, representing the philosophical Mercury and the need for purification and sublimation. We uncover the hidden meanings behind flaming banners and the word frustra, reminding us to interpret the symbolism of fire metaphorically rather than literally. Throughout the book, Fulcanelli guides us through a labyrinth of coded images that represent crucial stages and elements of the great work. He invites us to dive deep into the philosophy of alchemy, urging us to seek the true light that resides in patience and profound understanding of alchemical principles. In the final sections of the book, Fulcanelli reflects on the element of fire as the vital principle of transformation. He emphasizes the harmony between the 4 degrees of fire and the 4 degrees of sulfur, unlocking the flow of ancient wisdom hidden beneath the surface. Ultimately, Fulcanelli leaves us with a profound message. As long as the fire burns, life will radiate throughout the universe, and matter will continue its ascent towards purification. The fire symbolizes not only a physical force, but also a spiritual force that connects us to the divine. So, my friends, let us embark on this enthralling journey through the mysteries of alchemy and the symbolism hidden within As Moradas Philosophais by Fulcanelli. Prepare to expand your minds and explore the depths of ancient wisdom. Remember, as long as the fire burns, the search for knowledge continues. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more thrilling book summaries. Until next time, stay curious. Imagine a battle, my friends, a battle of fire where the artist triumphs over the fiery creature. What follows is a mysterious union that creates something small yet remarkable. This, my friends, is the alchemical transformation that produces a substance similar to an acorn or an oak seed, a recurring symbol in Hermetic iconography. These images, from hearts and figs to bells and pomegranates, are manifestations of the great alchemical work, depicted in various ways, always full of meaning. In Hermetic literature, the mythical fruit known as myrobalan is used as a metaphor to describe something wonderful and extremely rare. This fruit, wrapped in allegories and symbolism, was believed by the Egyptian priests to hold the key to sublime knowledge. Thus, the fruit of myrobalan, the seed of halalij, and the date tree are all considered one with our philosophical egg, the heart and essence of alchemical practice. The mythical phoenix is deeply examined as a Hermetic manifestation of the alchemical process. It is a symbol of renewal and immortality, as it is reborn from its own ashes after a 100-year life cycle. Its death and rebirth provide an image of alchemical transmutation and the eternal quest for the quintessence of life. And now, my friends, we come to the end, where Jacques Coeur, one of the mentioned artists and philosophers, encapsulates a maxim that resonates with the precepts of eternal wisdom. Speak little about the great work, do much, and always remain silent. An instruction that alchemists rigorously follow, keeping the secrets of their practices and successes wrapped in mystery and symbolism. With painstaking attention to detail and rich metaphors, our text reveals the layers of meaning hidden behind each hermetic element, weaving them into a tapestry of knowledge where science and spirituality meet and unite in the philosophical mansions. Now, my friends, let us dive into the chapter titled The Guardians of the Tomb of Francis II, Duke of Brittany, as we near the end of our journey through Fulcanelli's The Philosophical Mansions, the profound work we have been exploring together. We travel back in time to the dawn of the 16th century, where Anne, Duchess of Brittany and Queen of France, at the youthful age of 25, seeks to immortalize the memory of her parents with a mausoleum worthy of their veneration. And for this undertaking, she enlists the skilled member of the Breton arts, Michel Colomb, a name history has nearly forgotten, but whose work speaks for itself. The mausoleum, a project by Jean Peral and sculpted by Michel Colomb with the help of his students, has become an eternal symbol of the Renaissance, revealed in sculptures of magnificent detailings and unparalleled beauty. In Nantes, in the Church of the Carmelites, the mausoleum received the mortal remains of Francis II and Marguerite de Foix, the parents of Anne. And among the treasures found in the sepulchre, a relic of inestimable value was unveiled, a golden locket in the shape of an egg, guarding the heart of the Duchess Anne of Brittany herself. Through the fascinating accounts of a Carmelite friar from the 17th century and other authors, we are guided in a vivid description of the tomb, a spectacle of marble, porphyry, and alabaster, where statues of the 12 apostles, St. Francis of Assisi, St. Margaret, St. Charles the Great, St. Louis, and the sovereigns of Brittany in their ducal robes rest. Crowning this work, we find the 4 cardinal virtues, justice, prudence, fortitude, and temperance, a demonstration of artistic skill that inspires admiration even centuries later. But in this tapestry of art and memory, Fulcanelli makes us reflect on a significant symbolic transformation. In the pursuit of perfection and realism, the ancient artists lost something, the esoteric and exoteric meaning that once permeated their works, where each object held a duality of interpretations, like Saturn devouring his children in mythology, an image that conceals alchemical truths to be unveiled only by true initiates. This is the power of symbols, my friends, their ability to tell more than one story, to possess more than one truth. And Fulcanelli, as always, invites us to look beyond appearances, to uncover the mysteries hidden in the shadows of history and symbolism. As we approach the conclusion of the philosophical mansions, let us keep our eyes open and minds receptive to the veiled teachings that Fulcanelli unfolds before us. So, my friends, let us dive deep into the symbolic essence that traverses the history of art and human knowledge. In the philosophical mansions, Fulcanelli takes us on a journey that reveals the multiple layers of meaning behind traditional symbols, specifically through the representations of the cardinal and theological virtues in Gothic and later Italian, French, and other Renaissance art. The detailed symbols and attributes associated with these virtues, such as prudence with a serpent and mirrors, justice wielding a sword and scales, fortitude with the attributes of Samson, and temperance blending water and wine, are not mere aesthetic elements. They are a language full of hidden meanings. In Gothic sculpture and other forms of art, we witness a combination of science and religion, a harmony that modern skepticism often overlooks. Fulcanelli reveals that such representations were much more than mere decorative adornments or artistic manifestations of morality. They were also encoded charts of a profane and ancient body of knowledge. Specifically, Fulcanelli focuses on the analysis of the figures on the Carmelite's tomb, highlighting how Michel Colomb introduced significant modifications to the Italian ultramontane elements that Jean Peral brought to France. These modifications point to a deeper, perhaps even alchemical intention behind the sculptures. As we deepen our understanding of this symbolism, we encounter Queen Anne of Brittany, a woman described as highly educated and active in state affairs, who possibly had knowledge of this esoteric meaning through her introspective library filled with texts in various languages, potentially including works on esotericism and even alchemy. The most fascinating part is the representation of justice and its connection to philosophy. Here, justice, with her mantle adorned with roses and pearls and crowned with a ducal tiara, possibly an allusion to Anne of Brittany herself, is not just a moral virtue, but a vehicle that leads us to hidden knowledge and universal wisdom, symbolized by the figure of Minerva, the goddess of wisdom. The mantle, adorned with roses, suggests not only the Christian symbol of purity, but also the philosopher's stone, emphasizing the precious pearl as a metaphor for the philosopher's stone, the ultimate goal of the alchemist's great work. It is clear that art not only imitates life, but also serves as a secret window to a world of knowledge that surpasses the tangible and visible. Fulcanelli's journey in this passage is an invitation to look beyond the obvious and discover the hidden truths at the intersection of religion, philosophy, art, and science. As we progress towards the culmination of the philosophical mansions, let us keep our eyes open and our minds receptive to the veiled teachings that Fulcanelli unfolds before us. My friends, let us now embark on a journey that transcends centuries of history and alchemical symbolism. Let us explore the astounding statue of strength by Michel Colomb, a vital part of the Carmelite's tomb, which not only teaches us about the manifestation of virtue, but also about the complexity of ancient Hermetic traditions. In this grand tale, my friends, we have delved into the realms of alchemy, symbolism, and esoteric knowledge. We have uncovered the hidden meanings behind art and the secrets of the great work. We have witnessed the profound connection between philosophy and justice, and the symbiotic relationship between science and religion. And through it all, we have learned that the pursuit of knowledge requires perseverance, labor, and an open mind to uncover the mysteries of nature and ourselves. This, my friends, is the essence of the Philosophical Mansions by Fulcanelli, a journey that reveals the hidden realms of wisdom and the interplay between science and spirituality. So, my friends, let us continue on this enchanting path and unravel the secrets that lie within the pages of this remarkable book. Welcome back, my fellow book lovers. Today I have an extraordinary tale of mystery and wisdom to share with you. We dive deep into the world of As Moradas Philosophais, the Philosophical Dwellings by Fulcanelli. This captivating book unravels the secrets of Hermetic symbolism and takes us on a journey through ancient cultures and hidden meanings. So, grab your popcorn and get ready to explore the realms of philosophy and alchemy like never before. In the representation of strength, we encounter a majestic woman, armored and holding a tower in one hand. But what surprises us is not a serpent, as one might expect, but a winged dragon she tightly strangles. This statue invites us to delve into the realm of Hermetic symbolism, where the dragon represents volatile and dissolving matter, the common mercury of the alchemists. The tower, on the other hand, serves as a protective sanctuary for this mercurial creature. But let's bring it closer to home. How do we interpret and seek strength in our own lives? Throughout time and cultures, the pursuit of personal growth, inner refuge, and control over our wild nature has been a recurring theme. Isn't it fascinating how these concepts resonate with us even today? Now let's shift our attention to Temperance, another masterpiece sculpted by Michel Colomb. Just like in Cohin's works, Temperance is portrayed holding a bridle with a bit in one hand and a clock pendulum or wheel in the other. These symbols represent moderation, time, and wisdom. As if that wasn't enough, the statue also carries a clock, the hieroglyph of time itself. Whether mistaken for a lantern or not, it doesn't change its profound meaning. Both light and truth are intertwined with time and experience. The bridle in Temperance's hand is a living metaphor for the Kabbalistic science, which guides our will towards knowledge and spiritual perfection. Unlike Jewish Kabbalah, Hermetic Kabbalah is a true language essential to understanding the ancient didactic treatise of the great alchemical art. As we gaze upon these statues, we don't see mere artistic representations. We see embodiments of elevated concepts, an invitation to unravel the secrets of the universe and our own existence. We embark on a journey an unrelenting quest that defines alchemical pursuit not only in the transformation of substances, but also in the evolution of the soul. Deep within ancient traditions lies the hidden master key called Hermetic Kabbalah. It is a wisdom so profound that it intertwines with language itself and the secrets of existence. Come explore with me the secrets of this forgotten language which sought to harmonize Eastern and Western philosophies with sacred texts. A legacy that dates back to the school of Alexandria and possibly the Jewish philosopher Philo. Knowledge is power, and in this universe of ancient wisdom, Greek philosophers like Pythagoras and Anaxagoras already tapped into this knowledge, weaving it into the foundations of their reflections. Through Hermetic Kabbalah, we transcend the barriers of time, reclaiming the essence of the Pelasgian mother tongue, a pre-Greek language from which the roots of Western languages sprout. On the other hand, Jewish Kabbalah, created to veil the mysteries present in sacred texts, Hermetic Kabbalah emerges as a precious key. It is a tool that opens the gates of the temples of traditional science, allowing us, as knowledge detectives, to explore hidden meanings. This wisdom was not foreign to Jesus and his apostles and permeated the Middle Ages, serving as a coded language among knights of military orders, troubadours, and even in the mystical school of Salamanca. Those who mastered Kabbalah spoke the language of the gods, the joyful science. It was a veiled and powerful knowledge carried on the shoulders of Kabbalah itself, like a horse carrying its weight. This Kabbalah is the very spiritual vehicle, the mythical Pegasus, granting the chosen ones a glimpse beyond the veils of space and time. The influence of Kabbalah extends beyond the spiritual sphere. It also manifests in art and literature. Enlightened authors like Homer, Dante, and Goethe immortalize sublime knowledge in seemingly mundane texts. These works are not only landmarks of human genius, but also compendiums of hidden knowledge waiting for those with eyes to see. While I can't offer a complete treatise on solar Kabbalah, I emphasize its importance for those seeking to understand the secrets of nature. I insist on the need to unveil its key. And to shed more light on this path, let me share a translated example of a Kabbalistic text by Anaxagoras. It offers tips on accessing the hidden teachings within ancient alchemical works. Respecting the limits of our journey, let's conclude our exploration of solar Kabbalah. We turn our gaze attentively to this ancient path trodden by the alchemical masters of yore, a path still waiting to be rediscovered by those truly committed to science. In the heart of a lush forest, Fulcanelli points us toward a hidden mystery, where robustness and excellence remain concealed. There, following a path that passes by the shrimp lake, the substance spontaneously separates and the origin lies deep within a cave, where the precious stone grows amidst layers of ore. We then travel to Hundeshubel, where a well abundant in grains of gold awaits in the village, near a fresh water spring. As we progress through repeated stages of refinement, the author describes a source overflowing with shining and pure golden grains, trapped within the slag or matrix surrounding the dry water source, which generates gold eagerly consumed by the metallic kingdom. Our narrative takes us through places steeped in alchemical history, such as Zwickau and the small village of Schlott, until we reach Brethmullen. There we encounter an old well at a crossroads, once home to an abundant branch of Hungarian gold and even Arabian gold. The vein marks are encrypted and engraved on 4 distinct objects. Unearthing ancient truths, the author shares with us the drawn-out process that, according to traditional methods, leads to the luminous castle or the brilliant fortress. This heavy stone is presented as a symbol of truth emanating from a powerful inkwell, impregnated with golden seeds as pure as the gold we seek. At this point, we reflect on historical credulity and how we attribute events to individuals that belong more to the realm of allegory and legend. We bring up the example of the Roman Emperor Heliogabalus, whose reign intertwines with Eastern superstitions and perversions. His adherence to solar worship and fascination with luxury and excess adds a significant symbolic dimension to the study of solar Kabbalah. Next, we are introduced to Prudence, represented as an allegorical deity with a dual face, embodying the duality of the alchemical process. Her clothing, the mirror she holds, and the snake at her feet all speak a symbolic language indicating the universal raw material and the truth revealed in alchemical practice. Finally, we delve into the complex relationship between simplicity and prudence, which are dear to the alchemists and imperative for progress in the great work. The authors conclude that alchemical operations involve the precise conjugation of masculine and feminine elements, sulfur and mercury, to produce the philosophical androgynous, an essential raw material for the elixir. This unity is described as a chemical marriage, a process of generation that seeks not only the transformation of metals, but also a profound understanding of the mysteries of creation. At the heart of alchemy, we plunge into the symbolic essence of enchanting creatures, the dragon and the serpent. These are no trivial symbols, but hieroglyphs that unveil secrets of the universe and the great work pursued by alchemists. But what makes these crawling and flying symbols so special? Let's begin with the serpent, which, in its coiled agony, represents more than just prudence. It signifies death and transformation, an invitation to look beyond the obvious. In the dawn of alchemical times, the serpent represents Mercury, not the planet or the element, but the alchemical principle, the essence that permeates everything, capable of initiating, sustaining, perfecting, and completing the great work. Gazing at the dying serpent, at the deadly embrace of the Ouroboros, the serpent biting its own tail, we confront the teaching that all alchemical effort is encompassed within the mercurial substance. It is the starting and ending point, the force that brings dead metal to life through a series of processes: dissolution, animation, and coagulation. The winged dragon and the common serpent both represent different states of mercury. The dragon, with its scales and flight, is purified mercury, still undisciplined and volatile. The serpent crawling on the ground denotes common but cleansed mercury, ready for work. And here, my friends, lies the wonder. The idea that common mercury, when reflected in a mirror, reveals the light and life compressed within its earthly envelope. Through masterful art, this mercurial substance animates the sulfur of metals, the embryo of all that is precious and valuable. The alchemical masters teach us to kill in order to resurrect, to embody the spirit, to give life to the lifeless. If understood well, this knowledge opens the first two doors of the alchemical work. Here lies the essence of the matter. The overarching alchemical work revolves around dissolution, a secret held under the motto solve et coagula, dissolve and coagulate. Remember, there are violent, dangerous dissolutions and gentler, frequent ones necessary in any laboratory. We glimpse, on the horizon of alchemy, the true role of sulfur, the formative agent that governs the coagulation of mercury. An ancient adage states, "Every dry thing longs for its own moisture," summarizing the operation to achieve metallic perfection. And here we have a revelation. Philosophical dissolution is considered the absolute purification of metals, on a scale that kitchen alchemy does not reach. When dissecting this idea, we realize that all other chemical and alchemical processes unfold through dissolution, from the simple to the sublime, from fusion to the elixir of life. Dissolution is the necessary prolegomenon for any transformation, whether it is the quest for the philosophical gold or a simple chemical reaction. And there you have it, my friends, a glimpse into the heart of alchemy, where charming creatures, the dragon and the serpent, unfold their symbolic essence. They are not mere creatures, but hieroglyphs that unlock the secrets of the universe and the great work pursued by alchemists. Take a moment to marvel at the beauty of these crawling and flying symbols, for they hold profound wisdom hidden in their coils. And with that, we conclude this segment of As Moratus Philosophies. If you're intrigued by the mysteries of Hermetic symbolism and the alchemical quest for truth, stay tuned for the next thrilling installment. Until then, keep exploring the realms of knowledge and always seek the hidden truths that lie beneath the surface. Stay curious, my fellow bookworms, and I'll catch you in the next segment. Welcome back, my fellow seekers of hidden wisdom. Today we continue our journey through the enigmatic pages of As Moratus Philosophies by Fulcanelli. Knowledge flows like a never-ending river, and each drop we uncover brings us closer to unraveling the mysteries of life, matter, and the extraordinary beyond. So, grab your seat as we dive into the final revelations of this extraordinary book. In this chapter, Fulcanelli emphasizes the importance of discerning the true universal solvent of the wise alchemists from lesser elements that can mislead them. Unlike what Pott openly describes, The solvent of the wise is portrayed as a solid, crystalline substance resembling salt, not a liquid or flowing mercury. This point is crucial because for metals to be perfected, they must be dissolved by a similarly metallic solvent. The philosophical doctrine emphasizes that only the similar can act upon the similar, and the primary metal of the alchemists, Saturn, contains within itself pure gold, free from impurities and brimming with transformative virtues. The putrefaction of gold, its colors, blackness, whiteness, and redness, and even its weight are all found in Saturn, a fundamental agent for the great alchemical work. Isaac Hollandus and Paracelsus' contributions are brought to light, reiterating that Saturn, being more practical and containing both perfect mercury and the essential colors for the work, surpasses gold in the alchemical practice. Returning to our statue of Prudence crafted by Michel Colomb, Fulcanelli draws a connection with its symbolic attributes. The compass she holds is not only a tool to measure physical proportions, but also to capture the perfect proportion and cycle of the Hermetic work. He prompts us to consider both the natural proportions and artistic considerations that govern the alchemical process, reminding us that just as sulfur absorbs mercury, we too require additional operations, such as imbibitions and iterations entrusted to the practitioner's sagacity. As we near the end, Fulcanelli sheds light on humanity's pursuit of transient fame and fortune, reflecting in the four cardinal virtues guarding an eternal wisdom around a cenotaph in the Nantes Cathedral. He links the lessons of alchemy to the proverbial wisdom of antiquity, echoing the idea that true wealth and honor lie in knowledge and understanding, not in gold or silver. Finally, the sundial of the Holyrood Palace, a peculiar and intricately carved structure, serves as a metaphor for the complexity and precision required by the alchemical art. Built under the orders of Charles I and an icon of perpetuity, it anchors the pillars of this mysterious and glorious science that we are exploring page by page in this extraordinary compendium. And so we approach the culmination of our study, where each lesson, symbol, and operation intertwine to reveal the splendor of the great work. In a captivating journey through the history and symbolism of sundials and their profound connections to Hermetic knowledge, Fulcanelli leads us to the heart of Edinburgh. Here, an enigmatic icosahedron served not only to mark the passing hours, but also to symbolize the mysteries of the philosopher's great work. With impressive erudition, he weaves a tapestry rich in references to ancient Greece and Gnosticism, showing how the hidden wisdom of old times is encoded in seemingly simple sculptures that are pregnant with esoteric meaning. Fulcanelli's meticulous analysis of these ancient forms of time measurement, from the ingenious creations of Berosus and Aristarchus to lesser-known ones like Araki and Plinthium, not only reveals the ancients' technical innovation, but also signifies how deeply metaphysical meanings were imbued into this technology. Our narrative revolves around Edinburgh's sundial, an artifact unique in its kind that Fulcanelli argues to be both a multiple sundial and a genuine Hermetic timepiece. The icosahedron's complexity unfolds to reveal its true nature, an emblem of the Hermetic work, representing the sun of the wise as it advances in the philosophical labors. Thus, this construction is not merely an ornament, but a symbol of the alchemical process, the progress of the sage's inner sun reflected in the philosopher's stone. Expanding the web of connections, we encounter the chivalry and the Order of the Thistle, and their possible links to the creation of this intriguing sundial. Fulcanelli speculates whether the knights, perhaps through emblems and symbols involving the thistle, were related to the decoration and the very construction of this landmark, which he argues to be a Hermetic testimony tracing back to the Emerald Tablet. And how can we forget the Cosmopolitan, an adept in the alchemical arts? Their presence in the vicinity of Edinburgh only deepens the mystery surrounding the origin and purpose of the sundial. Seton's life, a man imbued with sacred knowledge and committed to Hermetic apostolate, is investigated as his home, and deeds are analyzed in search of a connection to the construction of the sundial. Delving even deeper into alchemical secrets, Fulcanelli's interpretation of the sundial reveals itself as a tribute to the philosophical vitriol, the primordial substance of the philosopher's stone, and a material representation of the philosophical mercury, a key to the mysteries of regeneration and true wisdom. As the sundial unravels its essence, Fulcanelli explores the complex symbolic language used by the philosophers to conceal and unveil their secrets, where names and colors are more than mere designations, but gateways to a deeper understanding of alchemical principles. The color green in particular is not just a hue but a coded sign of vitriol, the nature and essence of the great work. This final part of As Moradas Philosophais leaves us with reflections on analogies between the journey of philosophical Mercury and the lives of mystical figures, where their death and resurrection symbolize the eternal cycle of transformation and purification. It is a journey that goes beyond the mere passing of time, inviting us to look inward and perhaps discover the sundial that marks the progress of our own soul in the philosophical work of life. So, my friends, get ready to uncover the profound truths hidden within the pages of As Moradas Philosophais. Prepare your minds, open your hearts, and let the alchemical journey begin.